Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the Shady Views window tinting channel. Today we're going to be doing this beautiful 2023 Sportage. We're going to be removing the front windows right here, as you can see, and we're going to be tinting the whole thing in a 15% ceramic, 70% windshield. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, let's talk about removing window tint. A lot of the times you're going to have window tint that's going to come off fairly easy, depending on if it's new or old. That doesn't really matter. I think to me it matters about the install. And then other times you're gonna have removals that are gonna take 2 hours, 1 hour. Just depends on how they installed it, how long it's been sitting, how old. A lot of times it's gonna vary. Sometimes you're gonna have one side of the car, it's gonna come off smooth and easy. And other times you're gonna have the whole thing just be an absolute nightmare. You're gonna be spending hours on it. So to avoid having trouble with window tint removal, first things first, you're gonna need a steamer. A steamer is the best thing you could use to remove window tint. Just ripping it off doesn't work, and using a heat gun to me is just not as good. A professional steamer, high grade steamer, is gonna allow you to take that window tint off like butter. It's just gonna come off easy. It's gonna soften up that glue, activate the glue, and just a lot of the times it's just gonna come off. You will have some times that the glue is gonna be left over behind, and that's where you come in with your cleaning products and you get it all off before you install. So let's get this thing warmed up. So let's get this removal going. Alrighty, first and foremost, you want to take your time with the removal. You want to start from the top and work your way towards the bottom. And the main thing is not to rush and not to feel like you have to pull hard. The steamer should allow your film to come off slowly as the glue heats up and it activates. It'll allow you to pull it slowly. So sometimes you're going to have a window that takes 1 minute. Sometimes you're going to have a window that takes 20 minutes. It just depends. So just be patient and work it out slowly, and you should be able to do a nice removal. Alrighty, guys, at this point we have removed the film. We're gonna get ready to peel this off, get it installed, and as you guys already know, cleanliness is next to godliness, baby. Let's get it. Alrighty, guys, it is important that you know that hand cuts are key to becoming a window tinter, but once you have developed a skill and you are doing volume, I would say it is smart to invest in a plotter and a window tinting cutting software, just because it's gonna save you a lot of time. I enjoy hand cutting some jobs, like when it's a coupe, or it doesn't have, there's a vehicle that doesn't have like the window frame around it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be printing out the cutout and just doing it this way, just because it's way more, it saves you a lot of time. And I don't wanna spend hours prepping, cutting, and cleaning when I could go straight in, do the job, and be done at a decent time. So here you guys can see the cutout for the passenger front window, and now we're going to peel up the what I call the little wing window in the front. So I don't know why vehicle manufacturers started doing this. If anybody knows, please comment down below. Alrighty, guys, so let's get this thing ready for install. And what I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and blade this right here. You guys can see, I want to get anything possible that could be dirt, grime that's sticking. I want to get it all off. I focus on the bottom, what I like to call the bottom belly, or the bottom pan, which is the lower half of the window. I like to focus on this. Why? The reason why I focus on this is a lot of times people don't understand that dirt hides right in here, and sometimes you may not see it. You go ahead and do your install. Next thing you know, you're having dirt on your windows, and then you're wondering why. So I'm gonna go ahead and gator this bottom half here. I've actually taken the door panel and pulled back a little bit on it, so I have a little more space, and there's gonna be less chance for dirt to be there. Another great thing to do is when you have your window down, and I know I've covered this before, you wanna take your top of the glass and you're gonna go ahead and clean it. First you're gonna wet it, then you're gonna go back and wipe it down and clean your seals. I'm gonna do a full video on this, cleaning the seals. A lot of times we think, even because it's a 2023, it's not gonna be dirty. Dirt hides everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and now we're gonna wet it. Make sure that you are protecting the customer's investment. So always wipe down the door panels. Now we're gonna go ahead and get a scrub pad, and we're gonna get this thing lined up, cleaned up, and ready to go. Put a towel on it. Go ahead and clean. And with these Kias, man, you're gonna have to get in that groove really, really good. So what I like to do is I like to take it, and as you guys can see, my tape is there to protect, but you have to make sure you are properly cleaning this window so your install can be a professional install. We're gonna go ahead and get our squeegees. I like to have everything organized and ready to go. Let's go ahead and get our squeegees. Got the Maestro right here. Yeah. Now we're gonna hit it with the, you already know, man. Fix it up. Beautiful. You're gonna double up. I like to double up. I was watching a video on leaving dry spots. You definitely don't want to do that. I've had that happen to me before, and this can be a nightmare. So go ahead and get your film. Go ahead and beautiful. Look at that. Now, we're gonna go ahead and get our pinky. Now, this pinky, I don't know if you guys could see right here. It's a little damaged. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a new one. I like to invest in my tools. Alrighty guys, at this point we have the top ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and put the window up a little bit. Beautiful. Now, we're gonna take the skirt off. We're gonna go ahead and get our film and our glass wet. Very crucial and important. Gotta get these corners ready to go. And we're gonna go ahead and pull. We're gonna go ahead and install. Look how beautiful it goes in. You guys see that? Look how beautiful. Pull, make sure we don't get no kinks. Lift up that seal. Wow. Remember, you gotta do customer care, and customer quality is key. It's gonna be a beautiful install. Look at this. Get in there, open that seal up, guys. And go ahead and get that corner down. And what I try to do with pinky here is I just try to run it to the edge. I'm not running it in the middle of the glass. So this is like my edger. This is gonna be my edger right here. Boom, you see? Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and boom. You guys see how beautiful this is coming out to be, man? Amazing. And that's very key as well that I like to do is I like to take my little tiny squeegee here and I like to get these letters in this triangle here really, really covered up. Alrighty, with these wing windows, man, these are crucial. So I'm gonna go ahead and blade it as much as I can. Certain angles are kind of tough to blade. You just have to like finagle it in there, but you could definitely do it right and do it proper. So with this one, I'm actually gonna squeegee with the tiny squeegee. Boom. Let's get this thing ready. What I like to do is on this SUV, I just sit in it while I work in it. And so you guys can see here, it's kind of touching the side. I have a technique that I like to use. Now what I like to do is I like to take my blade, and these keys, they could be weird, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my blade. I'm gonna trim this up a little bit. Beautiful seal, beautiful work. That's what you call greatness. Alrighty guys, look, same process for every single window, and until you do this about 100 times, you're always gonna forget something. Trust me, been there, done that. Same thing. Let's get this thing right. Look guys, look at this. Can you guys see the amount of dirt? Right here. Look at this. I'm telling you, you have to watch out for this. This is nasty. Alright guys, we're getting ready to install this bad boy. We're actually gonna do something new today. We're gonna be hitting the glass up with, time to squeegee it up, baby. I'm always working in the middle, out, and then down. That's how I like to do it. Alrighty, you already know. The recipe is the recipe. We don't change it. It's like a pizzeria, man. They don't change the recipe if they're selling out every week. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape this bad boy, blade it. We're gonna go ahead and scrub it. Beautiful. Final side window. Then we're gonna move on to the windshield tint. Get them with that glass aid.